enter one and pass the cloudy door where wonderful things will happen that the world has never seen before.
In Dexter's laboratory lives the dopest nerd you've ever seen. One day he smoked some cannabis and had a dream. What if he could sesh with fandom's best in Dexter's Dab?
Hello, friends. Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Nerdy Stoner Podcast with your favorite huggable stoner, Dexter, aka the Huff Lip Huff. And I'm joined today with another awesome cosplayer, Miss Queen E. How are you doing today?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome, awesome. So, I see we got a lot of Batman going on right now.
Yes, that is definitely my favorite.
Oh, nice. Backer, your favorite character?
Batman is
Batman? Okay.
mhm,
Nice, nice.
like
So,
Batman and Harley.
okay, cool. And I think you've done a Harley before, right? Like cosplay?
Yeah, so I did a Christmas version of her with the face paint and the mask, but then like a Santa dress. But I do want to do the full like 92 cosplay.
Nice, nice. That's gonna look sick. Hey, next BlurCon.
I don't know, it's kind of hot for that. Well, it was cold this year.
Let's say they're doing it in March now, so things have definitely cooled off.
Yeah, we'll see.
Like, how did you like? What's your cosplay journey origin story? Like, how did you get into it and everything?
So it started in 2014. Um, I went to a local anime convention for the first time, YumaCon, and I was like, "Oh, I want to go! Like, I'm excited to go. So let me dress up like I see a bunch of other people do. Like, I'll take any excuse to dress up." So I put together like this really easy Clark Kent transforming into Superman cosplay. Like it was a dress
Nice.
shirt and the pants with like the Superman shirt underneath and some glasses. So I got some compliments on it, and that was really fun. And then from there, kind of just kept going. Like every year, I went to Motor City Comic Con and YumaCon here in Detroit.
Hmm.
So every year, I was dressing up for those. And then, of course, COVID hit and everything changed for everybody. And so I'm like,
Yeah.
well, can't not exactly going to cons anymore. Miss cosplaying. And I'd been meaning to make a page for a while, and so I'm like, I might as well just do it now. I have like a lot of spare time, so I have so much spare time. So that's when I made the name Queenie Cosplays, and the page kind of just took off from there. Like I'm so grateful for all the support and all the friends like you that I've made on the internet. And it's just been dope being part of like the Blurred community online and growing in it and meeting more people.
Hmm. Definitely, definitely. I know. I've met a lot of people that got there. Like, I don't want to say start, but like, I guess where they really committed to perfecting their craft during COVID. Because, like you said, it's like I got all this time on my hands. I might as well do something useful with it.
Right, like I might as well cross something off my to do list. And so it's kind of, getting the hang of taking pictures and how I wanted to edit them and like backdrops and, learning how to use a like get a ring light and make sure the angles are good and everything.
Hmm. Well, I've definitely seen your progress. You've got some amazing cosplays. Any favorites of yours?
Um, yeah, so it changes out depending on what I do, but like Princess Peach is still a favorite. That was within like the first year I cosplayed, but that was for my birthday that year. And I'd had the dress for a while, but I couldn't fit it up until like COVID. And so I'm like, oh my God, it fits. I have to do a whole photo shoot. And then Scarlet Witch is a favorite. I did that. Was that last year? Yeah, that was my birthday last year. So that one's a favorite. And then Bowsette.
Nice. Those are really good. I've seen them all. They're really nice. Make sure y'all go follow her.
Yes, Queenie Cosplay is in the tag on IG and Queenie Cosplays on Facebook as well.
Any future cosplay plans you got coming up, or are you keeping them hush
Um,
hush?
no, well, like a couple are collabs that I'm doing, so those will be surprises because of other people involved. But the next one I have planned just for myself is Princess Elizabeth from Seven Deadly Sins.
Nice. I still gotta finish Seven Deadly Sins. There's so many anime to watch.
Listen, my to watch list is longer than what I have watched, so I get it.
Yeah, and I just keep adding stuff to it.
Yep.
It- what are you watching right now?
Um, so right now I'm watching Fire Force. Like I've been
Nice.
binging that. I'm probably gonna get a lot of like comments about this, but I just finished Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Um,
Hey, better late than never.
I know I'm just like, yeah. Anime is my most casual fandom. That's what I always tell people. Like, it's like superheroes and Harry Potter and Star Wars, and then it's like anime, and even that's still pretty casual.
Mhm.
But yeah, definitely just finished that and love it. I need to get back to One Piece. Um, I take my time with that because I'm at like less than 100 episodes, but I don't want to have to catch up and then wait every week. Like,
I get that.
I've done too much binge watching. Like, it's just what I'm used to for this. If I have to wait, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself.
Yeah, that's how I felt when I got caught up in the manga. Because, like during COVID, I had nothing but time on my hands, so I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, let me give this goofy pirate adventure a try, see what all the hype is about." And I get it. It's a great
Yeah.
fucking story. And now I have to wait week to well, sometimes 2 or 3 weeks in between chapters, and it's just like, oh, Oda, you're killing me. You got me hooked.
That's how it starts, and it's crazy because I actually got into One Piece. Like, if any, like y'all remember Four Kids TV,
Yep.
like Sunday morning
Same.
cartoons. That's when I first started it, and then I like tried to get back into it in college, and then I dropped it again. And also in my 20s, I like finally started again, and like been binging it on and off. But it definitely got me very young.
Ooh, any One Piece, any One Piece cosplays you want to do? Out of
um,
everything that you've seen so far,
so I have done a Zoro cosplay. I did that at DreamCon 2 years ago.
nice.
Yeah, with like the bandana and the swords, and everybody's making comments like, "Hey Zoro, are you lost? Don't get lost."
I gotta love the One Piece cosplay community. They're so much fun.
They are like I run into so many other people. I do want to do Luffy. I'm actually gonna crochet that one.
Like crochet the hat, like the
Like all
whole.
of it, the whole fit.
Damn. Okay, crochet skills. Let's go. Have you done that before? Crocheted a whole cosplay? I don't know if I've seen that.
Yeah, that I totally forgot. So I did Harley Quinn from her cartoon, the animated series.
Mhm.
I crocheted all of that for my first year of DreamCon, and I entered the contest.
Damn, that's awesome.
Man, when I tell you, that was my whole life for like probably 2, 3 months. It was like go to work, come home and crochet. Go to work, come home and crochet.
Damn. So so you've done heart have you done anything else, like anything like small or any other cosplay accessories?
Um, Not any accessories or anything. Like I've made like casual tops and stuff, but I did again. I wanted to get back to like doing a cosplay that wasn't for competition and so stressful. Where I could
Mhm.
just take my time instead of like trying to meet a deadline. Because when I tell you, I finished up probably the last piece the night before I flew out, and then when I landed and got to my hotel room, I was sewing pieces together.
Damn. I'm actually curious what that transition was like, going from, just being like, okay, I'm gonna go to a con, I'm gonna cosplay, I'm gonna have fun, to being in competition and being like, okay, we're gonna get this work in, we're gonna get this done, we're gonna win. Like, what's that like mindset shift like, or I guess even like going in between the two, because I know you're not always entering competitions. Like,
No, that was the first and only one I've done so far. I do want to do it again. Maybe get better at crocheting or like later down the line learn how to sew or something. But for me, it was kind of just that year was more focusing on myself and like crossing off things that I wanted to do and like growing in my craft a little bit and being a little different. So like that year was the year I got published for the first time. Like shout out to Creative Cosplays magazine for that feature still. It was in their
Whoop, whoop.
spring issue. And then it was my first year going to DreamCon. I was like, I've never done a competition, and like have a decent amount of time to crochet. I didn't realize how like I guess how much not pressure, but just how detailed the top was going to be. Like I started it over 3 times before I was like, okay, I finally got it in the way I want to do it. Um, but yeah, I was just like, let me just try a competition real quick, and it's crazy. I had looked up, DreamCon competitions before. I didn't realize how much they had grown since the previous year.
Mm-hmm.
So the YouTube I saw, it was like, just a little platform stage and like a panel room kind of, nothing too big. I get to the meeting for the contest like the morning of. It's a whole stage. There's a screen behind me. I'm like, oh shit, what I signed up for? This is not what I planned on.
You're like, this is not what was in the video.
Like, this was not advertised. I did not see any of this. What happened?
Damn. But hey, you did it. You
I
got through
did.
it.
I was like, shout out to all my friends who were in the audience. Like, I could at least hear them cheering. And then the other competitors, behind stage while you're waiting for your turn, like you kind of just become friends. And it was like a few, and then I was in the, beginners bracket.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, a lot of us, it was our first competition. So we're like trying to calm each other down and like, we got this, you're gonna kill it.
Oh, that's awesome. That's good sportsmanship.
Yeah, it definitely is. And like, of course, sat through all of it and saw everybody perform, and it was amazing. And then like the masters and journeymen are just on a whole other level,
Mm-hmm.
like everything they made and just such like I want to say like realistic performances.
Mm-hmm.
There's a girl who did Kyoshi, and she was doing like all the earthbending movements with her fans. Like her sound
Yeah.
effects was the sound of earthbending. I'm like, oh my god.
Damn. And see, people need to realize cosplayers are creative as shit. Like
Man.
the things that these people build, I, they need to be working in Hollywood and stuff because this is just
Yeah,
amazing.
like the people, what I've seen people do with foam still amazes me because I'm like, what do you mean that's foam? Like that looks like metal.
Yeah, I, I don't know. What's it been like connecting with people? Like I know you said you made a lot of friends when you did your first competition. How's it been connecting with other cosplayers and like doing collabs and working with them, stuff like that?
It's been fun. I did a couple collabs last year, with just a group of cosplayers I'd met online. So that was fun, like coordinating who's going to do what character. Like we did Christmas themed Demon Slayer. So I made Nezuko into a reindeer, like with the antlers and face paint. Um, so it's really fun just kind of building that community and like everybody um, supporting each other and cheering each other on. Like, no, you got this. Or like even encouraging like breaks because I have done a few hiatuses and I know
Mm.
other cosplayers, of course, who do it for the sake of mental health or just burnout, things like that. Like they do happen. So I like when people are like, it's no pressure. Like we'll be here still following you and sharing and liking when you post again. Um, but it's been like really friendly and of course like meeting other types of content creators like podcasters like you or original comic book artists, like things like that is really fun.
Yeah, it's nice. I love our little blur community,
Yeah.
and the parties are either you remember them or you don't, and either way, it's a good time.
Exactly. That's how I met everybody. I had nerds in charge the first time I went to BlurredCon. Went to a party and everybody was there and kind of just clicked. So that was fun.
Nice. Any cons you have coming up? I don't think I asked you that.
So I am going to DreamCon again at the end of May. They had to change the date since they switched locations, and it's in Houston now. So doing another group cosplay, like me and my friends are doing Jujutsu Kaisen. Um,
Nice.
I'm keeping secret who I'm gonna be, till pictures and stuff. But yeah, and last year I did a group of Demon Slayer. Like that's when I first did Nezuko. So it'll be fun. Like I'm excited. It's always a fun time. It is crowded. It is busy, but I think it's worth experiencing at least once.
Hmm.
Kind of like BirdCon. Like, yeah, it can get crazy, but it's still worth it.
Yeah, I gotta make it down to DreamCon one year. Uh,
Yeah.
it's on the list. Will you have any advice for like any up and coming cosplayers?
Um, so one question or one comment I hear people make a lot is like, yeah, I want to get into cosplaying or like it looks so cool. I just don't know who to do first or what to start with. I'm like, all you really got to do is start because once you do one, you're going to want to work your way through your list.
Hmm.
And the more you
Absolutely.
watch stuff, the more ideas you're going to get. Like
Mm.
it's two characters from Full Metal that I want to do now. So that's adding to the list of like 30 something characters I already haven't done.
Hmm.
Um,
Nice.
and then also like cosplay is just like any other form of art. You do it your own way. Like there's no right or wrong way. You do not have to go for like perfection every time. Like you however you want to interpret it. Like closet cosplayers, that's also a form, like just getting creative with what you already have instead of buying new things, or becoming a crafter and making all your cosplays, or like me where I buy a majority of my things. I may craft a prop here and there, but I style and accessorize
Hmm.
the way I want to. So there's no wrong way, you just got to start.
Nice. Yeah, just like anything in life, you just gotta start and keep going.
Yeah, very much. And like definitely make sure you follow and connect with people who are like-minded. Like it's not a competition, it's not about ego, like we're just dressing up for the fun of it.
Yes, exactly, exactly. Now, unfortunately, there are some dark sides to our blurry community cosplay. Just being a
Yeah.
nerd in general. Uh,
Man, yeah, um there's toxicity everywhere just because people are people,
mm,
and I hate to see it. Like I hate seeing, with cosplayers who reach a certain level, like they hit the 10K and up following, and
mhm,
more endorsements, more deals, sponsorships, and things like that, which is dope. But don't let it make your head big
mhm.
because you're still just somebody dressing up.
Exactly.
Like
Yes.
at the end of the day, without the money, without all the followers and stuff, you're still just someone dressing up for the fun of it. Like
Mhm,
that's how you got started. So like don't forget that, and don't make people who aren't at that level feel bad about
mhm.
how they're doing it.
Absolutely, because they were once that person that was looking up to somebody, being like, "I want to be like them."
Right.
Yeah. Is there any other, I guess, things you want to bring to light or make aware of that people should maybe know about or take into
Um
consideration when it comes to being in these spaces?
um
Ooh, one thing I can
yes.
definitely think of: cosplay is not consent.
That
That's definitely a big one.
yeah, I have heard of too many instances where cosplayers are like touched or harassed based on what they're wearing. Like if a character is has something more revealing and they're doing it to accuracy,
Hmm.
people coming up thinking it's okay to touch them or grab them in pictures. Like one, okay, so picture etiquette. If you see a cosplayer like sitting down eating, don't ask them for a picture.
Yes.
Like don't. It is hard to eat in a lot of costumes, but we're afraid we're gonna drop it, or
Yeah.
we just need to breathe and like not people for a minute. Don't interrupt us while we're eating. Two, again, if it's like a more revealing character, like ask about hand placement or just don't do it at all. Like just stand next to them.
Hmm.
Um, don't like I guess this is just like con cosplay etiquette. Like don't make comments on how you would improve the cosplay or like what you would have done instead. Like just go do it if that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's not even just in person, it's online too. Like, oh, you should have done this, but otherwise it's cool. And I'm just like, you can do that for your cosplay, but this is how I did it.
Exactly. You cosplayed your way.
Right. And also like no body shaming. I hate that. Because when I got started in cosplay, I had recently lost like a lot of weight, so that's part of why I felt more comfortable.
Mhm.
But of course, life happens and weight goes up and down. But like, there's no size limit to cosplaying. Like, you can be size 2, you can be all the way up to size 22. It does not matter. Like, rock it how you want to. And if I hate when people make comments like, "Oh, that character doesn't look like that," or "That character isn't shaped like that," "You're too big to do them." Like, you're talking about a fictional character. First off, it's not anybody real.
Yeah, I I just can't. I just can't. It's ridiculous. It's like this is all pretend, right?
Right? I'm like, this is a fictional character in a fictional world. If any of this could actually happen, I would actually be terrified. Like, I
Yeah.
see people like post on Facebook like, "What fictional world do you think you could survive in?" And I'm like, maybe Pokemon is probably as
Uh,
safe as
I might have to go with something like Yu-Gi-Oh, because at least
that too.
there, as long as I'm not around Yu-Gi and them, I ain't gotta worry about nothing. I'm just playing a harmless children's card game with holographics that can sometimes hurt people. And I'm not
Right?
even I'm not even gonna be using that. I'm just gonna stick to the regular old school dual machines that they have. I don't need a dual disc. I mean, it'd be pretty cool to have, but that's a lot.
Yeah, no, Yu-Gi-Oh is a good one. But I've seen people like, "Oh yeah, no, I want to go to Attack on Titan," and I'm just like, "Why?"
Why?
Like, I want to be a scout. No, you don't.
You wanna die?
You're right.
You don't have main character plot.
Plot armor. You don't have the skills written into you. Like, you're just a regular person.
You are person number 15 that died in that episode.
Right, and then something I think about like way too much, like what insurance rates would be like in like Metropolis or Gotham or Central City or something.
Oof.
Like, could you imagine car insurance because Superman might have thrown your vehicle at dark side?
Yeah, that's an extra $500. I don't understand how people live in these cities on like the salaries that we have now, or as being like a server or like a something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But speaking of hypotheticals and fictional universes, definitely have some nerdy stoner questions that I want to ask you.
Okay.
Get my little list out. Okay. First and foremost, if you could get high with any character, who's it going to be and why?
Mm. Damn, that's a good one. So I'm not gonna lie, Poison Ivy would probably have some really good stuff. Like, I can
Definitely.
just see her as a master grower and kind of like hear her plan. Like, honestly, hear her out for her plan. Like, okay, can we make the earth more green without killing so many people? It's like, yes, the ozone layer is on fire, but murder bad.
Hey, you know what? You can spread some of that good weed throughout the world and heal some people that way.
Right? Like, do you know how much good you could do with just this?
And she's got connections, so
And she
you know,
can grow whatever, whenever. Like, it's an unlimited supply for free.
yeah, yeah. She's got an actual green thumb.
Like, you could end all the wars in the world. Just give every country about as many ounces as they need, as many tons to chill out.
I'm just picturing her just making it grow everywhere, all over the world, like, and everybody's like, it's supposed to be illegal. It's everywhere. What are we gonna do? You can't get rid of it. It just keeps growing.
Right, and if you burn it, I mean, you're gonna get contact high. So,
There we go. Have you seen any of those videos where people like hotbox a room?
I haven't seen a room. I've seen a garage.
It's insane what they do. They're like passing around joints and blunts and bongs. They're taking concentrates and putting it on like a hot plate, so it's just
Oh my god.
smoking, and they're just in there. It's like it's so you can barely see. If you were to just stand in there, you're you're gonna walk out pretty high.
No,
So
I can't
oh,
imagine like a whole room and it's like the smoke in the air and then you're still passing around stuff to take hits of. Like everybody pick a spot because we sleeping in here.
mhm. Oh, can you remember your first time partaking?
I can actually. So it was the weekend of my 20th birthday, and I was with my college roommate and her sister, and so I'd wanted to get my belly button pierced for the longest. So they're like, okay, yeah, we'll take you real quick and we can smoke in the car before we get it done. And I'm like, sure, why not? Um, so in the car, passing around the joint, going to the park, like while we're walking through the parking lot, it really hits me. I'm just like, oh my God, it was almost like an out of body experience. And then so guys like, okay, pick out your jewelry and come lay down. So, lay down, lift my shirt up a little, and then he pulls out, the tool to like pinch the skin. And then he pulls out the needle. And I'm like, that's a big needle. he's, he's like, yeah, you ready? I'm like, I guess. So it went through. It wasn't bad. It was just a really big pinch. But yeah, I was like legit just stuck looking at it like, oh my God, that's going in my skin.
I have this piece of metal just here.
Like watching the needle go through was like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Did you see it in slow motion?
Kind of, yeah.
That's what I meant. That still sounds like something out of a movie.
Like that's what's funny. Like it sounds like something it would happen in a movie like that. And my first tattoo or funny stories.
Ooh, do tell.
So first tattoo was it's always birthdays. So my 25th birthday, I was turning 25 on the 25th. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, February 25th. So went to Vegas with a couple girlfriends, and a couple weeks before I was with some cousins for a family thing in Georgia. And one thing, like growing up, um, our parents always told us like, "Oh yeah, all three of y'all have the same skin, same sensitivity, all that stuff." And I was like, "Dang, I really want a tattoo." Meanwhile, they're like tatted up with half sleeves and pieces everywhere and stuff. And so, like after talking to them, I'm like, maybe my skin can handle it. So, of course, drunk all weekend, go to a tattoo. I'm like, might as well try it now, right? Go to a tattoo parlor and pick out like a simple rose design. So I got that on the back of my left calf and kind of just went crazy from there. Like, got one almost every year since, like
Wow.
one or two. And I just got a one piece tattoo.
Oh yeah, I
So I'm
saw with the hats, right?
yes, so I'm at 15 now.
Wow. Do you have any favorites?
Yeah, so I have a Disney one on my sternum, and pretty much most of my tats are either visible on Instagram or like I made a post tagging my artist.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, so sternum is Disney with like the Little Mermaid Mickey Mouse ears in the middle because that was like my first like favorite Disney movie, and it's still a classic to me. And then probably Batman and Harley on my thigh.
Nice, nice. And I'm guessing there's probably plans for more in the future.
Yeah, so as far as fandoms go, it's just two more Star Wars and Demon Slayer. I have no idea what I want or where I'm gonna put them, but if I come up with more ideas, cool. But that's like literally it as far as the mental list I had.
Okay, nice. So
And some
yeah,
of them
you're
weren't even
almost there.
planned. It was just like, oh, that looks pretty.
Spur of the moment, like I want that one.
Pretty much, or just like randomly like saw something. I'm just like, yeah, this would be cool.
Nice, and I feel like that's how tattoo should be. You know, if it's what you like, then get it. That's all that counts. You like
Yeah,
it.
yeah, and same thing like with cosplay. Like people are like, I don't know which one I would get first. Like just pick something you've always thought of and go from there.
Yeah, there you go. Might be like, what are you currently watching? Boom, I'm gonna be that character.
Yep. It's like, ooh, I really love this fandom. Let me get this tattoo.
All right. Who do you think would be the worst character to get high with?
mm, I don't know. Like the worst.
Like, if there's any character that you like absolutely do not like, and you're just like, nah, fuck that person, absolutely not.
Oh, God. Oh,
That's too
Gabby.
big of a
Gabby.
list.
No, not even. It's just like Gabby from Attack on Titan was a child. I wouldn't be smoking with a child. But still, fuck her. Um, um, so Show Tucker, like,
That's a solid pick. Okay, I need to. Have you seen how the internet is starting to say that he did nothing wrong?
no, and what?
Okay, so okay, it started with actually somebody that I interviewed a couple months ago who had the point or the opinion that Shao Tucker did nothing wrong. And since then, I've just started seeing more people pop up saying Shao Tucker did nothing wrong. And I'm just like, what is happening? I don't understand. They're like, he did what he had to do. If I was
He
in his
didn't have to do
situation,
though.
thank you.
Like there were so many other options to make a chimera if you had to get something done for research money. Like there were so many other options.
Like, I don't think this was a good option, but you could have, I don't know, found someone that wasn't your daughter.
Right? And her pet.
Like, I really don't understand. Yeah, these people are they're like, yeah, he had to do what he had to do. If they were in his situation, they would do the same thing. Um, he was a
After
man with his
talking
back
about him,
against the
he's
wall.
Peacemaker. Like so people say his show was good, but I cannot forgive him for killing Rick Flag in the Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
Um
that was
and it's
sad.
like I couldn't do it.
No, I get that. I get that. I think he would be a good laugh though.
Probably.
Just doing all types of ridiculous stuff. Mm. All right. I got a couple verses ones for you. Okay. So, Naruto, Luffy, and Ichigo, who do you think is going to outsmoke the others?
I feel like Luffy would.
Think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I feel like he's about that life.
Like that, and he just perpetually has the munchies, so he's not even going to notice a difference in his hunger or like his goofiness or decision making. Like he's already seems it's like, oh, this seems cool. Like, let me go do this.
You know what? He definitely has like perma high tendencies. Like he's always just
Right? Or he's just like,
goofy,
hey, you seem
giggly.
cool. You want to be my friend?
Yeah, that's pretty much how potheads are. It's like, hey man, you seem cool. You want to get high together? Yeah,
Right? And then you have a friend for life because, like, once we smoke together, congrats, we're best friends.
exactly. It's like, so how'd you guys meet? Oh, we were both just standing outside. Passed me the J, and yeah, that was it. Um, ooh, so I feel like you're gonna be a little biased on this one, but Batman versus Iron Man.
I always say Batman, and it's really just because of his fighting knowledge. Because as far as money and brains go, I feel like they're actually pretty even. Well, Tony might be just Tony was always like more so in the books and like practicing it, whereas Bruce, his trauma happened very young, and so he kind of just like immediately, okay, time to figure out how to get vengeance as I get older.
And you
Whereas
know
Tony,
what?
he was like, I want to be smarter than my dad and be better than him. So let me just apply all my knowledge and graduate MIT early as hell. um, but like they're still pretty close. Like I feel intelligence wise, but Bruce knows tons and tons of different fighting styles. So I think that always puts him over the edge a little bit.
Okay. You think that can give him the edge in outsmoking Tony?
I feel like Tony had too much of a party boy life, so he would probably outdo Bruce just based off tolerance alone.
Yeah, Tony. He was a party man. I could absolutely see that.
Like
Yeah.
I'm sure he's done everything already, so his body's just like, oh yeah, I remember this.
Ah, yes, weed. I remember this.
Right. No, Bruce is like, my body is a temple, nothing in and out but like nutrients and water and
And
vengeance.
vengeance. I like that. That was good. That was good. uh, you know what? This probably we might have already answered my next one. I was gonna ask about a character that needs to get high, and Batman probably does.
Absolutely, Batman and Red Hood, like Jason. Well, let me try and get away from DC, because of course that's my favorite. I'm trying to think who else. I feel like Captain Levi needs to.
Yeah, after everything he's been through, my man
That
lost
Levi
an
after
eye, fingers.
essentially raised Aaron up just to see him become a homicidal maniac. Like it's like shit.
Oh, so not a weedy question, but a lot of people will always ask this. Do you think Aaron did nothing wrong?
I am always on the fence about that because like I see where he's coming from and where he went crazy, like seeing the past and the future and like the present all at once
Hmm.
in a continuous loop. Like that's gonna make anybody crazy.
Yeah.
However, worldwide genocide where you kill 80% of the population seems a bit extreme. Like there had to be some again, like there had to be other steps in between this. Like just the Marlians or like nope, we're gonna take out the whole world, not just the direct people who like fuck with the ancestors and shit. Like where your dad came from, no, everybody, okay.
I mean, I guess he was like all or nothing.
Hey,
And in the end, well, yeah, we're talking about it, so I'm sure you've seen it. But and in the end, it
yeah,
didn't even matter because war came back,
right. I guess only 20% of the world left. How are y'all still mad?
right? It's like, well, that 10% has something I want. Ah, mm, mm. Anyways, what about a place you would like to go to get high at? Like, if there was any fictional world you could go to, being like, damn, this would be a cool ass place.
um, so honestly, I would love to go to like the Moon Prism Palace, like where like Sailor Moon as queen ruled.
Mm.
Like
Ooh,
the
okay.
view, like the clouds and stuff there, like just beautiful and serene. I'm like, this would be perfect.
That sounds so peaceful. I've always wanted to go to the moon. Like, that's been one of my dreams since I was a kid. Just be able to be there and look at down on the earth. I feel like that'd be so peaceful.
Honestly, like space is kind of terrifying for me. Like when people have the space versus ocean argument, I'm like, take me to the ocean. Like I love the water because space just seems like very scary.
Yeah. I Space is terrifying because of the thought that I could just drift forever.
Right. Like
Like,
it's never ending. Like you could literally just be floating like nonstop. I'm just like, ugh. At least in water, eventually I'll float back up.
yeah, yeah. And even if I'm like in the middle of the ocean, there's a chance that somebody could come by. Whereas in space, I'm pretty limited because once I run out of oxygen, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen this sci-fi horror movie called Life?
Um,
It's got Ryan Reynolds in it and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, I did with the thing that's killing everyone on the station.
Yep.
Yes,
Oh,
that was wild.
oh, terror. Oh, terror. That one woman who's just trapped outside and uh whew, man.
Yeah, no, like that and Interstellar. Like Interstellar is like one of my favorite movies, but also holy shit, like you're traveling trying to find an alternative for humanity, at least so you think. Meanwhile, everybody on Earth is aging and you're the same, and then you get stuck.
I
Like,
actually still have to watch Interstellar.
oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's been spoiled for me many times,
Okay,
but I
it's
still like I
it's
want
really
to.
good. Yeah, no, it's really good. Like, such a good story. But I think I'm just a Christopher Nolan fan.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, y'all, quick thing. Don't mind this. I'm editing, but in this episode, we start talking about Sinner spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, just feel free to jump ahead like 5, 10 minutes or so. Yeah, just want to give you a heads up. See ya.
Oh, I liked y'all's review of Sinners, by the way. That was good. Weren't you
Um,
on there with HNIC?
no, because I saw it like this past Saturday. I was late to seeing it.
Oh, what thoughts?
It was definitely really good. Like the scene everybody's talking about with like the ancestors and stuff, and then like seeing the future, that was beautiful. And um the twist at the end, like the twin that lived, that part I actually didn't see coming. Like I really thought he went through with it. Um but still, and then him finding his woman and his baby in the afterlife, like that almost made me cry.
I'll put a spoiler warning before all of
Okay.
this. So yeah, they be alright.
Yeah. But yeah, like that part was like really beautiful to me.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I want to go see it again.
Yeah. That's what Ricky's saying. Like, I want to see it again. I want to see it again. Like, I might. But also, like, Revenge of the Sith is back in theaters for its 20th anniversary. And if it's still there this Saturday, I
Heard.
may have to go on Star Wars Day, like May the 4th.
Nice, nice. We could do a double feature. See that and Thunderbolts.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That is I totally spaced on that. Yeah. Yeah, I might have to do that.
All right, I got one more for you. All right. Is there a character that you think should just stay away from weed at all costs? Just does not need to get high at all.
Probably Joker, because, like, I don't know what effect it would have on him. Like, that was the first one. Like, because I'm like, he probably needs it, but at the same time, I don't know what it would do because his brain is obviously not normal.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Damn, if it makes him okay, but what if it like actually chilled him out?
If it actually worked, like he needs to be like strapped down and like forced to take a hit or something and see what happens and then go from there. Um,
All his food in Arkham is infused. That actually might be even more creepy, like a chill Joker. Just hey man, can I get
like, why
that
so
pudding cup?
serious?
Oh wow, the new take on the why so serious.
Like, dude, just give me some chips. Why so serious? Like, that's
Batman.
come on. I just want to steal. I just want to steal the car and the money. Let me steal the car and the money.
God, you always gotta be such a buzzkill.
It's like,
Uh,
ah, damn it, you again. This isn't. I just see like Shikamaru like this is such a drag.
Actually, no, he's probably gonna keep getting captured permanently just so he can go back to Arkham and just have the free edibles. Oh, you caught me again. Damn. Uh, uh Quee, thank you for being on here with me. I really appreciated chopping it up with you. Just being able to talk.
Yeah, of course. Again, thank you for having me. Like it was fun meeting at BlurredCon finally.
Yes, definitely. Definitely fun. Definitely can't wait for the next one. Do you plan on going next year?
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna try. If I do go, that would be my one con of the year.
Mm,
Trying to get some stuff together, adulting and things like that.
totally
So I was gonna
understandable.
cut back on that. So I am definitely gonna try.
Nice. Well, I hope I see
Especially
you.
with the freaknik theme, like '90s vibes, cosplays. That'd be so fun.
Yeah, I've been thinking like, oh, what do I want to wear? I don't know, but I got time to decide.
All right, that's a nice thing. Like plenty of time to plan it.
Well, please, if there's anything that you'd like to plug right now, or talk about something that maybe it's upcoming, you want to make sure that people know about.
So again, Queenie cosplays on IG and Queenie cosplays on Facebook. I am also on Blue Sky, Queenie cosplays. I know Black Day is coming up, so I am kind of revamping a character I've already done like casually. One of my OCs. So keep an eye out for that. And again, Princess Elizabeth is coming soon, probably within like the next 2 weeks. But other than that, again, like thank you for all the support I've gotten and followers and everything like that. And if you ever have any cosplay questions, like feel free to hit me up.
Nice. She's friendly. Trust me.
Yes. Like I love encouraging like baby cosplayers. I'm like, yes, do the thing.
Yes. See, we need more people like this trying to foster the young cosplay community.
Yes.
See, encourage one another, because we're all friends. We're all fam. At the con, we all fam.
And literally, like BlurredCon is a huge like that's why I tell people it's a family reunion. It's a nerdy family reunion.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, once again, thank you for being here, folks. Another awesome interview. Uh, can't wait to chop it up with you again. Definitely have you back on here for like a panel discussion or something.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be fun.
Awesome. Well, until next time, folks, make sure you're medicate, hydrate, be great, all that good stuff. Bye.
Bye.